Hello and welcome. Today's yoga class is focused on opening the hips and energetically bringing clarity into the body, into the mind. My name is Sophia. I'm your yoga guide today. We're here in the Arizona desert and it's real hot and real sunny, but I'm super blessed to have found this shady space to dive into the practice with you today. We'll begin with a mudra called the Yoni mudra. This is very opening for the feminine energy and fluidity of our bodies to kind of shine forth. So the way that we do the Yoni mudra is bring your hands together, interlace your fingers like you're holding hands, right? Take your pointer fingers and press them together, lift them up and press them together. Take your thumbs, press the pads of them together. So now you've got like a little, like, pew pew pointer. Then what you're gonna do is open them like that. See? Start off like this and then just open it. And that creates the Yoni mudra. This helps tune us into our inner cycles and connects us with our feminine energy. Just take a moment to breathe into that. Just placing it in your lap or hovering it right at your navel center. And just feeling that energy grounding down into the space. Taking a few breaths, we'll take some cleansing breaths. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And releasing. One more. We'll begin and open our practice with an Om together. So I'll guide you to take a cleansing breath. I'll say breathing in to cleanse, and you'll do what we just did, inhale and then exhale out the mouth. And then I'll say inhale to Om, at which point we will breathe in and then on the exhale Om together. So inhale for a cleansing breath. And inhale to Om. We take a moment to just connect with our fluidity, embracing the movement of the moment, allowing ourselves to be fluid, allowing ourselves to change our minds, change our perceptions, change our thoughts, change our habits. Let go of our preconceived notions and trust in the grace of the universe. And now we will begin to tune into a breathwork practice that we will use throughout the entire class. So in breathwork, the exhale is the cleansing and the clearing. It's really helpful to use this, especially in yoga because we require space to grow. And if we don't create that space within our body and our energy, then we won't be able to move and grow beyond where we've been. So the cleansing breath is focused on the exhale. So what we'll do is inhale for 4 and exhale for 8. And we can expand upon that however is comfortable depending on how you feel. So I invite you to really listen to your body and feel, and never push yourself too far, like past your edge. We can explore our edge, we can get to know our edge, but be present with it and no jumping off. Just listening to our bodies. So we will inhale for 4 and exhale for 8. Nice and slow. In for 4 and out for 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, nice and full, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out the mouth. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, really full. 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Check in with your body. Take a big, deep breath. Feel how you're feeling. Maybe your spine feels like it can be a little taller. Maybe you want to move it a little bit. Maybe you want to rest your hands a little more comfortably. And we'll practice that breath work again one more time. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, taking it a little slower. 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for every count. 4. Exhale for every count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, and I invite you to follow your own rhythm now. And exhale, nice and slow, as long as you feel you can comfortably do so, without forcing yourself to breathe. And just continue breathing like that. 4 breath inhale, and however long you can, exhale. exhale, releasing. Breathing in clarity. And exhale, clearing space. Inhale, clarity. And exhale, clearing space. Beautiful. Returning to your natural breath. And just resting in this moment. You can relax your hands from the mudra now and just place them on your thighs, on your legs. I invite you to use that same breath pattern throughout this practice, especially in poses where we sit for a while. Just really focus on the exhale and clearing space. Take your hands and place them on either side of your body, in line with your hips. Have your hands, your fingers extended so your fingertips are all out on the earth next to you, in line with your hips. Get nice and comfy. Maybe move the fat from your butt to either side so you feel your tailbone is nice and rooted down. Exhale and bring your shoulders down and back, bringing space to your neck. Nice big inhale, and as you exhale, drop your right ear to your right side. And connecting with that breath, making your exhale longer than your inhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, roll your head forward and over to the left side. Inhale here, and nice and slow, exhale, clearing space in your neck. Inhale, and as you exhale, roll your head forward and over to the right side. Inhale, and nice and slow exhale, clearing space. Inhale, and as you exhale, roll over to the left. Inhale here, nice and slow exhale. Inhale and exhale to come back forward and bringing your head up to center. Inhale your hands up overhead. Check in with your shoulders, ensure that they haven't rose up to your ears. Keep them nice, low down in your back. Inhale and exhale to twist to the left side, placing your left hand behind your back, right hand on your left knee, and gaze over your left shoulder. This is called the Marichi twist. Marichi. It's fun to call it the mariachi twist. Bring in some dancey vibes, like a mariachi band. Can't be dancing unless we're twisting. Keep twisting and we'll keep dancing. And with each exhale, I invite you to explore twisting a little further as you exhale. Clearing that space as you exhale, nice and slow. sometimes we may notice this little shift in our body and we can twist a little more. The wind is feeling so good today. I welcome the wind. I'm not usually one with the wind, but when it's so hot out, it just feels good. Inhale, bringing your hands up overhead, coming back to center, forward. And exhale, twisting to the other side, placing your right hand behind your back, left hand on your right knee, gazing over your right shoulder. Again, breathing in fully, and as you exhale, do so nice and slow out your mouth. And just envision space being cleared in your torso, space being cleared in your spine and in your rib cage. And just feel that space. Check in with your spine, ensure that you're still nice and lifted as you twist. Check in with your shoulders, ensure that they're still low, away from your ears. Check in with your heart. Let it know that you're here, that you love it. And with each exhale, just see if you can twist a little further, a little deeper. Exploring our boundaries. Because when we clear space, we discover new boundaries that were not previously there. And on your next inhale, bring your hands up overhead, returning to center. And exhale your hands down to your sides. We're going to move into butterfly, also called Baddha Konasana. The way we do this is just bring your feet, uncross your legs, and bring your feet together. So the bottoms of your feet are pressed together. If you have blocks with you, I invite you to place them under your knees. I normally would, but I don't have my blocks. So I invite you to place blocks under your knees, especially if you're riding high, if you're like sitting like this. It's best to just be comfortable and not hurt ourselves. That's never the goal, is to hurt ourselves. So if you have blocks, use them. And then explore like how far you want them to be. So we could have them out and just see how that feels in our body and kind of lean towards it and feel that stretch under our thighs. Or bring them in real close. Whatever feels good to you, whatever feels like a comfortable resting space, but still approaching your edge. And just connect your hands to the earth for a moment. The earth, or just the ground, even if you're not outside, just the ground is good. Connecting with Mother Nature and with the earth. She receives everything that we release and she transmutes it, just like the compost in the garden. And so as we expand our exhales longer, slower, deeper, all of that we're releasing can go to the earth, and we can see that happening in our mind's eye. She takes it and turns it into flowers and turns it into butterflies. We can trust Mother Nature to take care of it for us. We don't need to hold on to it anymore. And now take and extend your feet in front of you into a low V. I'm going to go actually long ways on my mat, but you should be facing your mat like normal. I'm just gonna rotate myself. It's kind of dirt out here, but so extend your legs in front of you with your feet pointing just to the front corners of your mat, so you have like a narrow V in front of you. And just kind of shake out your legs for a moment. We've been doing a lot of sitting, so shake them out. Activate your feet, flex them, point and flex. Check in with your spine. Bringing some length to your spine. Check that you have your shoulders resting over your hips and your head resting over your shoulders. Everything's feeling good and fluid, and we have movement wherever we need it. Feel free to move. Our yoga practice is our own, so you don't have to do exactly what I say or what I do. You can do whatever feels good for you, because this is all for you. It's all for you, baby. Breathe in, bringing your hands up overhead. Check in with your shoulders, ensure they're not creeping into your ears again. And exhale, reaching forward. However that looks for you is beautiful. If you need to bring a little bit of a bend into your knees, that's totally cool. If you want to put your hands on the earth or on your legs, do it. I invite you to keep your feet flexed, like pointed up, and active, and just check that your spine remains active and strong and spacious as we bend forward. And bringing that breath again, breathing in, and as we exhale, doing so nice and slow, and just inviting space in. So as we exhale, we are clearing out anything that we do not need, anything that is holding, that is tight, that is not what we want or need. Breathing in clarity, breathing out, creating space. And as we create space with our breath, as we exhale more, that space naturally occurs and prana naturally fills us right back up. We don't have to try. We don't have to try and fill up on the light. We don't have to do anything. But when we exhale and release and clear that space, the light naturally just comes right in. It's just like a river flowing over boulders and rocks. It's flowing. It's just flowing. And if we move the rubbish out of the way, the river will continue to flow in the direction that it flows. And so prana will continue to flow in our bodies. Beautiful. Coming back up, and take your feet underneath your body. We're going to come up to Thunderbolt, so moving onto our hands and knees. Just moving so that we're sitting on our feet with our legs bent like so. This is called Thunderbolt or Hero's Pose. I think Vajrasana. Let me see. I don't know. Oh yeah, I was right. Vajrasana. Look at me learning. That's what I love about being a yoga teacher is the more I teach, the more I learn. It's so fun. Okay, checking in with our body again here. Bringing space into our spine, lifting, envisioning a cord from the earth going all the way up our spine, through our head to the sky, lifting us like the clouds are pulling us up. keeping us active and strong here. And just tuck your tailbone in a little bit. So we can sometimes have the tendency to do this, to just kind of arc ourselves, but it's good to just tuck the tailbone in, activate the core muscles, and just be strong here. Part of creating space in our body and in our breath, clearing space, which I invite you to do that breath work while I talk your head off, talk your ear off. Part of clearing that space within is that we find ourselves having more clear space in our time, more clear space in our environment, and it just naturally unfolds that way. It's all a mirror for what's within. And so when we do this work here on the mat, it just expands around us into our whole life. Move into tabletop now, so place your hands in front of you on the earth. Put your hands about shoulder width apart directly under your shoulders. And check that your fingers are nice and wide and strong. Each of your fingertips are pressing into the earth. And then your knees are hip width apart, directly under your hips as well. We're going to move into some cat-cows here. And what that looks like is a cow is when we inhale and look up and lift our hips and drop our belly down. And then we exhale and we look like a black cat. We just curl our back down, or curl our back up, drop our head down, drop our hips down. We can do a little booty shake here. I love doing a little booty shake here. Inhale into cow, looking up, lifting our hips, dropping our belly, enjoying the beautiful sky above. And exhale, dropping our head and our hips, lifting our spine to the sky, being a black cat. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just following your own breath rhythm here. And I invite you to move your body however feels good. So if you feel called to shake anything or move any way, feel free to do so. I'd love to move into some hip circles, so find yourself at tabletop again, your spine straight. Take your hands and place them one hand width in front of where they were. So you're kind of more at the top of the mat. And as you inhale, bring your hips forward in a big circle. And as you exhale, move your hips back. And I like to do inhale on the front half of the circle. And exhale the back half of the circle. And we just do big hip circles, moving our hips forward and back, just in one direction. And we'll switch. Again, bringing our attention and our awareness to our breath. Any stagnant energy in our hips, just releasing with every exhale. space being created with every inhale. And switch directions. This way. And how we breathe and the wind we create around us. Beautiful. Returning to our tabletop. And take your toes and curl them under. And then lift your knees and your hips up and back. For downward facing dog. Make any adjustments here that you feel called to. Make any movements here that you feel called to. Press your heels back and forth, each one. Breathe and feel your body. Feel the movement, feel the energy. Present with what's here. I invite you to keep your gaze directly below you, as if your gaze is creating a 90-degree angle with the earth. Take and bend your knees, bringing them close to the earth, but not quite touching. Bring your torso in towards your knees. And then again, extend your knees straight. Your ears should be in line with your arms. Maybe even explore bringing your feet a little bit closer towards your hands and see how that feels. Take your left foot and lift it to the sky. Great. And our hips are in line with the front of our mat. I invite you to just take and lift your hips open to the side of your mat. So it's like this movement of just that leg that's extended, just opening it up so your hips are now open to the side. That leg that's lifted, that left leg, just bend it down. And now make big circles with your hip, or with your leg in your hip. Big circles. This one's definitely a strength one for me. Extend your leg, return your hips facing forward, and then place your foot back down. We'll do the same on the other side. Lift your right foot to the sky. Open your hips to the side. Drop your leg, or bend your knee is what I mean to say. And hip circles. Big circles. Remember to breathe. This one was a tough one. Can you hear those birds, man? It's so beautiful. Extend your leg. Rotate your hips forward again. Drop your leg down. And drop your knees to the earth, wide on the mat. Bring your toes together. Sit your hips down to your feet. And place your forehead and your heart on the earth. Good old child's pose. Sometimes in yoga we don't even need to stand up and we feel the heat. And just take a moment to connect with the earth, connect with your body, take into your body the work it does to keep you alive. Coming back up to the top, bring your knees back in. And then moving into plank, so extend your feet or extend your legs behind you, coming up onto your toes. And then slowly lower yourself down all the way to the earth. And inhale to come up into a cobra, lifting your head and your chest. Exhale, come back down. Pressing your third eye to the earth. Again, inhale, lifting into cobra. And exhale, come back down. Curl your toes under. Press yourself back up. Your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Bring your gaze to the front of the mat. And either walk your feet forward or hop. I like to hop. Hanging here in forward fold for a moment. Fully relaxing your upper body, your head. You can shake it out. You can take your elbows into your hands and just move side to side. This can feel very restful for me, especially after all that activity. And a big part of the feminine awakening is just being sometimes, just chilling. Nothing to do, nothing to say. Just being. And letting that be enough. Inhale, coming up halfway with a flat back, placing your hands on your shins. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, bend your knees and bring your hands forward in front of you as if you're about to go into chair pose, and then fully extending up. Breathing in at the top. And exhale, bring your hands down to your heart space in prayer position. Breathing in here into your heart and exhale, dropping your hands down to your sides. Mountain pose. Visualizing this tree right next to me. So I might touch it, but that's okay. I'm going to flow because that's the feminine. Inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale, bringing them back down to your heart, center, and prayer position. Drop them down again. Place your right hand on your hip. Take your left hand and point your palm outward, like so. Keeping your arm long and down next to you, but rotating so that your hand is facing outward. And then move all of your weight to your right foot. Take your left foot, your left leg, and bend it. Keep your knees together, and then use your left hand to grab the inside of your left ankle. find a good focal point in front of you. And just take and press. Use active energy to press your ankle into your hand. And use active energy to press your hand into your ankle. Well, if you feel any out of balance, bring your awareness to your right toes, the ones that are on the ground, and just really extend and open them up like you're really gripping the earth with them. Check in with your shoulders, that they're relaxed down your back, they're not creeping into your ears. And you're welcome to stay right here. This is a variation of dancer pose. Dancer, we love dancing. Seems to be a theme today. I didn't even plan that. I was talking about the Marichi twist dancing. Here we are, dancer. If you'd like to extend beyond or expand beyond here, then I invite you to just slowly and carefully bend at the hips, lifting your left leg behind you, keeping your gaze fixed on a steady point in front of you. And breathing here. And when you're ready, you can return. Just slowly coming up the same way you came. So just bending. Oh. Bending at the hips. Coming back to standing. And releasing. Foot down. Both of the hands down. Finding your mountain pose. Energy in your body. Noticing if there's a difference between each side of your body after that. The transitions are so important. The space between. And it's a big part of clearing space within and using the pond and the breath. It allows there to be space between for integration, for witnessing. And we'll do the other side, so place your left hand on your left hip. Check in with your feet. Move your weight over to your left foot. Rotate your right hand outward. So you're keeping it down next to you, you're just rotating it so your palm is facing out to the side. Bend your right knee, bringing your foot up behind you, and then take your right hand and grab the inside of your ankle. Check in with your knee, make sure that your knees are staying close together and you're not sticking your knee out. Just keep your knees together. Keep your feet active, so your left foot on the earth should have spread wide toes that are just really gripping and strong. You could bounce, you can even bounce. Strengthen and enhance that. Your right foot and ankle, you have it active, so you're not just like this, flexy and weird. Activating those toes, that foot. beautiful dancer, if you feel like expanding, then I invite you to slowly bend at the hips, pressing your foot against your hand against your foot, as far as you feel comfortable, keeping your gaze fixed on a point in front of you that is stable, anchoring you here and now. Again, keeping that knee pressed to the midline. Kind of feel the energy of just like strong lifting in the center and in the midline. And it's okay if you're a little wobbly, you know, everybody's got their own dance. Everybody's got their own dance and it's all good. Woo! It's just about showing up. Whatever your dancer looks like is beautiful. Yoga is all about observing and present and if you're doing those things, you're doing yoga. When you're ready, you can just release the same way you came. Drop your leg down. You turn your hands to your sides. Mountain. Feels good. Shake a little bit. There's a lot of energy flowing. Just gonna shake it up. Shake your hips, shake your butt, shake your legs, move up and down. Shake your arms, shake your feet, shake your left foot out, shake your right foot out, left, right, shake. I have a sweet little baby and I'm teaching him some words. One of them is shake, and that he loves that one. I'll just shake in front of him. Shake my hands, shake his hands. It's so fun. Shake, shake, shake. I feel like that's a very feminine and like childlike kind of thing to do. Inhale, hands up overhead. Ooh, there's a tree there. And exhale, coming down, forward fold, releasing your upper body. Inhale to come halfway up with a flat back, hands pressed against the shins. And exhale, coming back down. Take your hands onto the earth and move your feet to the back of the mat, coming into a plank. Slowly lower and then come up into, what do you call this? Upward dog. And then curl your toes under, lift your hips up and back, downward dog. That's a nice flow going between downward and upward dog. Maybe that's why they call them both the dogs. Bring your gaze to the front of the mat and walk, hop, skip, jump to the front. Forward fold. Inhale to come halfway up with a flat back. Gazing forward. Exhale to lower back down. Inhale, bend your knees, bring your hands forward as if you're going into chair. And exhale, bringing your hands down to your heart space and prayer position. Nice big inhale into your heart. Exhale to release your hands to your sides. Back to the mountain. Inhale, hands up overhead. Don't break the tree. Exhale to come back down. Forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up with a flat back. Exhale, coming back down. Place your hands on the mat and just take your left foot and place it behind you for a lunge. Check in with your lunge that your knee is directly above your ankle, that you're nice and active and lifted, okay? You don't want to be slumpy like this. You want to be lifted and active in your core, in your center. Now gaze back at your back foot and just take it and place it flat on the earth, down, so that it is parallel to the back of your mat. And so it would be the opposite direction of your front foot. Your front foot is facing forward. And then take and walk your hands over to the side of your mat and rotate that front foot sideways so that now they're both pointed towards the side of the mat. And now we're in a wide-legged forward fold. Just drop down. Release and relax. Shake it out. Connect with your breath. Now bring your feet in a little bit so that they're just 2 to 3 feet apart from each other. Wow, my mat is hot from the sun. Bend your knees here, and then take your hands and place them on your thighs or hips and slowly rise up. Your knees bend to standing. So now you're facing the side of the mat. Inhale your hands up and out at an angle, like a big X with your body for star pose. Breathe into this expansive energy. Inhale, and then as you exhale, bend your knees and your hand and your arms for goddess pose. Inhale to come back up, straightening out your limbs. Star. Exhale, bending all of your limbs. Goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, nice and slow, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. And staying in star. Point your toes out. Forgot to mention that one earlier, my bad. You might have already naturally done it, it's hard not to in these poses. To have your toes pointed kind of at an angle that way. Inhale your hands directly overhead. Exhale, bringing them to your heart space and folding down again. Walking our hands to the front of the mat. Rotating our feet again. Coming back into our lunge. Runner's lunge. Place your hands flat on the mat. Place your right foot behind you for plank. Slowly lower your body all the way down. And inhale here, and then exhale to lift into a cobra. Your head and your arm. Inhale, come back down. And exhale, cobra. Down, pressing your forehead to the earth. Saying thank you to the earth for being here, for holding you. Letting go of everything that does not serve you. Right here and right now. Pressing yourself up into a tabletop. Sitting your hips back. With your knees wide on the mat, coming down into a child's pose again. Noticing being. Allowing yourself to rest fully in this moment. gaze to your hands. Just looking around for a moment, taking it all in. Pressing your hands to the earth, walking yourself up to a seated position, keeping your legs just as they were in child's pose, with your knees wide on the mat. And then moving to your butt. Coming to a laying down position on your mat. So lowering yourself to your back. I'm gonna take my hair out of this bun. It's too big to lay on. Trusting in the fluidity, trusting in the fluidity, trusting in the fluidity. Shake out your legs. Bring your knees up so that your feet are directly under your knees and right up against your butt. Bent knees. Your hands, place them flat on the earth next to you. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, press your feet and your hands down and lift your hips up. Bridge. This is called bridge pose. This is, fun fact, this is really good for postpartum. And releasing back down slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Rolling your back down to the earth. Inhale, and as you exhale, nice and slow, exhale, slowly raise your hips, pressing on the earth. Slowness is okay. Slowness is a virtue. Like the tortoise and the hare. You can slow down. There's nowhere to be. Nice big inhale, and slowly rolling back down on the exhale, releasing, clearing space in our spine, in our butt, in our hips, in our mind, in our energy. Take your knees now and bring them up to your heart. Hug them. Hug your legs in. Give yourself a hug. Say, I love you. I love you. You gotta say it to yourself every day. Fill yourself up with love. You can rock. Take your knees into your hands and just like rock forward and back on your spine and roll. Do whatever feels good, really. I mean, like I said in the beginning, this is all about you and what you need. So if what I'm doing is not feeling good, don't do it. Do what feels good. This is just all an invitation. Roll, rolling around. That's another one that I teach my little baby bear. Just roll. Roll and shake. That reminds me of that song. It goes bounce, rock, shake, roll. It's an old song. Like, even when I was growing up, that was an old song. Lift your legs up above you, and then grab your feet with your hands, and your knees can be like in your armpits, or they can be on the outside of your armpits. Just whatever feels good. But this one's called Happy Baby. And I can attest to the fact that babies really do this. Oh, there was a bee on me. I thought it was a little piece of dirt, and I went to grab it, and it was a bee. But yeah, babies totally do this. It's crazy and so adorable. Like, I would be changing my child's diaper, and he would literally just, like, be laughing at me in this pose. And then would, like, continue to just munch on his toes, which I don't quite have the flexibility for that. But we here. Okay. Take your knees now that we've had enough, baby. Bring them into your chest and drop them over to one side. I'm gonna do my left. Take your arms and extend them out like a big T on the earth and look over to the other direction. So whatever side you put your legs on, your gaze goes the opposite. Feels good. This is one of my favorite poses. My aunt taught me this pose a long time ago. I remember being in my grandma's backyard and she was like, just about that. This is one of those poses that just feels good every time. This one's especially helpful for digestion if you ever feel like you're having some tummy problems or just ate too much or something and didn't eat the right thing. Maybe you're feeling nervous. There's a great pose for all those things. Just lay here for like a long time. You could lay here for 10 minutes if you want to. As long as your body loves it, man, do it. As long as it's like covering you, it's like feeling a lot of tension in your body. With the extended exhale. Roll back up to center. Bring your knees into your heart. Saying I love you, 'cause I love you, 'cause I love you. Don't need to hear it. And drop your legs to the other side. Extend your arms out like a T and look the other direction. Okay. The sun is peeking out. I knew it was gonna move because it's kind of a longer class. I invite it. It feels good. It's not too hot and good in the shade most of this time. We're embracing the fluidity of the shade. And we move into the sun. Again, breathing in and exhaling nice and slow. Just creating clear space within the body. You can even use affirmations. Envision the word clarity coming in as you breathe in. And as you exhale, just say in your mind, I clear space within. I clear space within. Breathing in clarity, exhaling, I clear space. Clean slate. Bringing your knees back into your heart. Hugging them in. Any last movements that you feel called to make, I welcome and invite you to do so. And if you're ready, just extending your legs out, your arms out, and fully resting, just laying here. This is that transition that we spoke of. I invite you to close your eyes here and just really feel. Allow the silence to permeate your being. Allow the stillness to integrate into you. To the space. Noticing any sounds. Noticing any sensations. And if you're ready to move them, your arms and open up. Dance. place your hands on the earth and press yourself up. Coming to a seated position. In the center of your mat. Delicious. Some things that we don't eat are very nourishing and delicious. Like yoga, like shavasana. So nourishing. I hope this microphone is strong enough to pick up my whispers, because I've been whispering and just going for it. So just take your hands and breathing in, bringing your arms up overhead, and exhale, bringing your hands to your heart in a prayer position. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide your practice today, welcoming me into your sacred space. Thank you so much for honoring yourself and showing up for yourself on the world today. I'd love to close this yoga session with 3 sounds of Om. It'll be just the same as the beginning. We will do 1 cleansing breath and then 3 Om breaths. Inhale to cleanse. Inhale to Om. May you be clear